Warning: this podcast may contain adult content or language. It also might contain content that could be seen from others as uncomfortable or upsetting due to personal reasons. If that is the case, then please proceed with caution or stop the video, as we at the table are comfortable in most circumstances. This is a safety blanket meant for all individuals watching these episodes, as it is unclear what story content will be displayed. Hope you enjoy the story. Hello everyone, welcome back to DoubleTime, where we have never enjoyed an idle conversation with a friendly NPC before they get viciously murdered in some way. When we last left off, guess what? An NPC was viciously murdered in some way.
Shocking.
A lot happened in actuality, like a lot. Jester spoke with Rederick. What's that his name? Rhetoric. Or something. What was it? What was it? It was fucking someone. I'm too upset. Reddick.
There's no
Relic.
D's in there.
It was Relic.
Yes.
I might have said Reddick for a while. Relic is his name. And he forged a document that tricked Ilinara of sorts for the time being and convinced her not to kill him where he sat. In that state, Anna took the older sister, behind the building, discussed about some morally questionable problems that this older sister was having, and was able to convince her to go spend time with her sister, learning that her name was Mary. Of which case, spoke to Izith, established a plan to meet her outside before going to speak to Ilinar, as I will probably die in that case. So, of which then went down to the basement, spoke to the two sisters, Amy, right?
Yep.
They were having a very, very nice talking about preserving life and trying to keep themselves alive. And then Anna tried to cast banishment on the sister to save them, because then the next day she would be able to cast it on the older sister to save both of them, wasting her 4th level spell in a pretty selfless act. And then she died. Burnt to ash by a bracelet.
Anna killed an innocent. Anna, you fiend.
Speechless in the circumstance, she tried to stop Mary from pretty much ratting her out, because that's what she expected to happen. Tried numerous ways to just prevent her, was failing, then decided to leave and go sleep outside. Had a dream that Asmodeus explained the whole situation, that the bracelets, or the brackets that go onto our shoulders, prevent us from planar travel. And what happens because of that. So Amy is burned to ash, and Asmodeus gave Anna an pretty much impossible deal to refuse, because they no longer could cast any spells, as the presence of their deities were gone from that realm, as much as it was. So now Anna is a follower of Asmodeus and was able to retain her spellcasting. When they woke up inside of the basement where they originally were supposed to be sleeping, but had a twin snake-like dagger that, or a dagger with twin snake hilts that appeared in their hand. And that's where we last left off. So Jester, you come too with this snake-like dagger in your hand, and you can look around, and everyone's still kind of asleep. It's still, you might have woken up a little bit more early than you initially wanted. Still receiving a full long rest, but completely a bit, maybe like an hour or two earlier than your predetermined desire.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So I guess I look at the dagger, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I put it in the bag I don't want to think about it. Anna.
There's no response.
What the fuck did you do?
I did what we must.
Sorry?
I did what I had to. Just go about your day. You know what you have to do.
I steady myself, and I pull the dagger back out of the bag.
All right, when you do, you can see this like slight shimmer to the blade and the snake's eyes. You feel like this almost like they're looking at you. The eyes of these snakes.
I attempt to cast a simple cantrip because I'm
Totally works. Cast like Sacred Flame over in the corner or something.
actually I cast guidance on myself.
I mean, that's fine. You can that'll actually probably work better. Yeah, you cast guidance on yourself. You can feel the everlasting like glow kind of fade over your body.
Oh my. Okay. Well. Shit. I head up and I go look for Izith because I am completely aware that Ilinara will probably murder us.
Yeah. Do you tune to the dagger, or do you just?
I will, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It figured as much, as you still have some plenty of time while everyone else is still sleeping. So yeah, when you attune to it, you can feel that the eyes, when you're holding it in your hand, you can see like the eyes are consistently just looking around, trying to like gauge any threat when possible. And yeah, it's got this very powerful glow to it. So while you're holding it, you have quite a good effect on you that we had discussed earlier.
Yes.
But I did not write it down. It's a +2 dagger, and you have resistance to non-magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning, right?
Yeah. In addition to resistance to poison.
And resistance to poison. Okay. Got it. Good to know. Okay. So yeah, you go up the stairs. People are still very much so asleep. Even some of the devils that are nearby, they're just kind of, they see you, and they don't stop you because it's not uncommon for you to be moving in this time of day. Some of them are actually getting ready to leave. Some of the other people that are above, the more so early shifters of sorts, are already getting prepared to leave and everything of the sort. And yeah, you go outside, and you can see the streets are pretty barren, but there's enough presence that you can clearly see that people have probably not slept in their current state. And you can see Izith is off to the right, kind of just waiting, and she sees you.
Before I head over to her, I look around to see if my favorite friend is here selling.
Make a perception check.
Christianoff, that little bastard, he better be here. 16.
You do see him. He doesn't see you yet. Yeah, he does not see you yet. You can see seems pretty bruised. He's got a lot of welts, and there's a portion of his eye that's kind of just like bruised over. He doesn't have his bag with him or anything. He looks pretty barren.
I walk up to him.
As you walk up to him, he sees you, and just like this horrifying, just snarling, angry face turns to look at you, and he pulls up the tarp and begins to fly away. You can see that when he's trying to like fly, he's having issues, and he looks pretty injured.
Good. Okay, I head over to Izith.
Izith sees you and sees exactly what you had been doing. Well, you were right about one thing. He is quite an idiot. He spilled the beans immediately after I questioned him, completely unrelated to the topic.
Wow. I assume you got back the holy water.
I got back several things. This is holy water.
Yes.
I can see why it might actually be more useful to you than not. I acquired these as well. She pulls out like several of the different black chips and just like takes a bite out of one of them.
What do those actually do?
Like a pick-me-up of sorts.
What would they do to me? What would they do to me?
The same effect, I would imagine. Though they are much more luxurious than... To put it lightly, people of my stature, seeing someone like you partaking in this, would probably assume that you stole it and take your life where you stand.
I'd be hurt.
No, it wouldn't hurt you. But it wouldn't necessarily do enough for you.
Fine. Fair, I suppose.
It'd be the same as if you... What do you people call it? Coffee?
Oh. Weird. But there's a soul in that? Never mind.
Well, it's a fragment. Besides the point.
What are we doing today?
Well, I said that we'd be going to speak to someone.
Yes.
And this someone is... He came to me and explained something interesting. Something that might be useful. So,
All right.
Follow me. And she grabs you. Even though she says follow me, she holds her hand out to you.
Okay, I take her hand.
When you take her hand claps hard, and she just flaps her wings and starts to fly in a very quick pace. She flies essentially opposite of where that death pit was that we almost died in, and flies essentially closer to where we started and the one gate that we had been branded. But before reaching it fully, she stops off on top of this roof that has a dome-like manner to it, and she knocks on the top of it. And there's a brief moment where, from the side, the stone panel almost just slides open, and a very dark red hand just kind of gestures her in.
I guess I follow in after she enters.
Yes. When you do, you can see the inside of this room is oddly luxurious. It's got, like, it still has the obsidian texture and the dark colors, but they have this coating over them that has this sheen that reflects light in such a way that makes it look almost like glass. The floor has this dark red and black cobblestone pattern to it. And on just several of the walls, there's just these bright lights and sconces. And a very luxurious table. This table has dark inlaid wood with a slight yellowing shimmer to the side of it of a ring. And the center of it has this design that's well renowned as like a zodiac of power, essentially.
Okay.
Standing on the opposite side is a peculiar individual you have seen before. He's a very massive red individual with wings that span out, a mace at his side.
Mm-hmm.
And when he turns around and sees you, his eyes widen for a brief moment. Well, we do meet again.
Would I be right in assuming this is Relic?
It is, in fact, Relic.
Pleasure to see you again, sir.
Izeth turns to him. I told you that he would be coming, didn't I? Relic just turns to her. Oh, I know. I just wanted to see his reaction.
I wave at him.
Did Izith explain the situation?
I'm
getting my accents mixed up. Well, I came to her because she works under Gandok. And Gandok received word of two things. One, I returned the document to him. And that's when he confronted me. Well, consulted me about how I should ally with him to defeat Oraz in his weakened state. Apparently he heard rumor and proof of documentation in the archive that Oraz is detrimentally wounded. And Izith turns to you. I explained the situation to him as my plan is to overthrow Gandok, and he agreed to assist me, especially once I brought up your name. He seemed to know of you. Sorry.
I bow to Relic, and then I turn to Izith, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't think that this would affect anything, but sure, yes.
Relic just turns to both of you. I spoke to Ilinara, and that's how I determined what she knew. As a normal business venture, she very clearly lied about the document. And that's how I knew that I could trust at least Izith, and someone that Izith trusts I can have minor faith in. Gandok is an idiot. And if I'm understanding correctly, he is not fit for his position. Though we have to wait until he makes a mistake.
How do you propose we deal with him?
Well, wait, are we going after Gandok? I'm completely forgetting our plan again.
I think so. Right?
Because this entire time, I thought we were under the impression that we were dealing with a horned devil. Right?
Yes.
If we were dealing with a... Oh, I remember now. Okay, no, we weren't going to deal with Gandok. We were going to deal with the horned devil, and Gandok would try to kill Oraz.
Yes.
And that's when the Araness would save it. Got it. Okay, for some reason I thought we were going up against a pit fiend. I was like, wait, what? When did this happen? No, I also forgot to put on the goddamn fucking timer again. Ugh.
Been 15-ish minutes?
I'll say 10. Just because we had the interlude at the beginning.
Fine.
I'll say 12. Okay. The moment Gandok attacks is when me and Izith will rescue Oraz. Even though Oraz does not need this assistance, it'll still prove our worth, putting me at a higher standing and putting her in a higher standing, which will ultimately result in you being in a higher standing. Now, I've taken the liberty of doing one of two things. That individual that you are desiring has been taken care of. He will not be a bother to the proof, and if Surak catches wind of him, he's been dispatched beyond the blood war. However,
Interesting.
I require something of you instead.
All right. What is it?
Sazeth and Ilanara are a threat, and I wish for them to be taken care of. In a much similar way, Sazeth has somehow coaxed Gandok into not believing the document. We did not plan for this, but the document that was sent to him, he kept, he didn't dispose of, and instead used to prove, or rather convince Gandok, that the document was forged against him. Both of them. So Gandok is currently siding with the succubi and incubi, which puts a damper on my plans.
So, you're proposing that I remove them?
Yes. At least Sazeth. Though removing Sazeth, but leaving Ilanara is surely a death wish.
Well,
We no longer have leverage in a conspiracy against them. Unless one of them slips, we are not going to be able to do something of that manner.
then consider it done.
Do you have a plan?
Well, if they are separate, 'tis not too hard of an ask to maybe remove one of them.
I only wish for them to be taken care of discreetly.
You will not hear a word. I can promise you that.
And I think me and Izith will be able to handle Gandok when the time comes. But we cannot do so until Sazeth is at least taken care of. He's speaking words to Gandok that's preventing him from acting in his brash manner.
All right then. I must confer with Izith about a separate private matter.
By all means. I will look away. And he just kind of turns.
I look at him confused.
Go on about your business. I'm not paying any attention.
I mean, it's not really a secret, so if you are paying attention, go for it.
He doesn't respond. He just continues to look at the wall.
Okay. So I turn to Izith, and I put my back to Relic, and I pull out the dagger.
That's quite fancy.
Do you know where this came from?
Doesn't seem familiar to me. Is it supposed to?
I had a dream last night that Anna was talking to somebody. Somebody powerful. He called himself the Lord of something. I don't quite remember.
fucking missed the dice tray. I'm an idiot. That was that's pretty good. I don't really need to look at her stats for this, because the natural 17 is probably good enough. Is it Asmodeus?
Big tall man with horns?
A scepter with like a pentagram inside of it. You can see that she's growingly getting concerned.
Yes.
This is not good.
Come again?
Well, Asmodeus is a lord of the Nine Hells.
Mm-hmm.
Ruler of the entire plane.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to you.
Yeah.
What was it about?
He promised her a deal or something. Proposed a deal?
Is that asking Anna, or is that asking me as a DM?
No. Neither.
Oh, you're asking...
Is
nothing.
Telling her in the form of a question.
Oh. I don't know of the deal. I don't know of what they discussed. But if it's revolving around Asmodeus, he desires to bring the material plane, and more or less he desires to break the small thread that wraps this plane into existence, opening all of them together. When he does that, he would be able to rule over everything. He won't most likely do anything to affect our current goal, but in the future it might be more of a problem than a solution.
Not good.
No, it's not.
Well, shit.
For the time being, we need to stay vigilant in our current goal. And, as I said, Asmodeus most likely doesn't have any grievances towards our current actions, so we should be safe to continue with them. But keep me in the loop of what's going on. If he brings up anything concerning, be sure to tell me.
Alright. I will, I'll try.
Well, then we have a plan. I guess, though things have changed, they didn't necessarily change for the worse. I'll be honest, fighting a powerful devil who fights on the Blood Wars on occasion was not something I was looking forward to.
I was not exactly looking forward to fighting an incubus and a succubus, but here we are.
Well, it'll be easier for you this way.
I suppose. Well, I'm going to attempt to catch one of them alone.
Sazeth tends to sit inside of his room unless he has a business to attend to, and as far as I can tell, he hasn't received any other word.
Then I will head to his office and pay him a final visit.
All I do know is you should be somewhat weary of Meljin. She came talking to me earlier about an altercation you had.
Yes.
She may have told him to be more weary. Best be on your due to behavior.
Yes, well, either you will see me again, or I will be dead somewhere. In which case, you can have the cloak back, I guess.
Do stay alive, though. I've grown kind of fond of you.
Wow,
It's been interesting. Most slaves don't try to talk. Too fearful of anyone. Especially me. I'll return you back.
Oh, okay. Take me away.
Well, I'll save you time. I'm sure you need to speak to Ilinara soon. If that's what you desire to do.
Yes. I wave to Relic as we leave.
Relic kind of like looks over his shoulder. Oh, you're leaving then. His accent is consistently changing.
He's all over the place.
He's a you know what? That's gonna be his thing now. His accent's just always changing.
All over. Okay.
All over the place. Do stay safe. I do need this job to be done. Otherwise, it'll be more difficult in the future.
I give him a thumbs up, I guess.
Alright. And, yeah. Izith will take your hand and whisk you away.
Whisk me away.
It brings you all the way back to the memorial.
Alright. It is time. I nod to her and I head inside.
Okay. As you head inside, she doesn't follow you.
Okay.
And when you enter, you can see it's a lot more bustling. There's a lot more people now, as it's been well into like a good hour and a half since you essentially were a part of this. And yeah, you just go to Sazeth's room.
Yep.
Okay. On your way there, you can see the bearded man still there, standing, seeing you in your current state as well. Just kind of gives you a glance, as not seeing Din Anna before. This one man has seen like 4 of your forms. He's totally gonna be confused. As you make it up to the room, you can hear talking on the other side.
Okay. I attempt to eavesdrop.
Okay. Make a perception check.
17.
Okay. As you kind of put your head up against the door and just kind of listen in, you look around, make sure that nobody's watching you do this, first of all. There's no one up here. It seems to be pretty busy, bustling downstairs, but not up here, as it's more of a higher tier, so there's only a few certain individuals that go up here. You're listening in, and you can hear a female voice and Sazeth. You're not necessarily sure what they're talking about. They're pretty far from the door, but you can at least distinguish that Sazeth is in the room, but there is also a female woman's voice inside.
As a player, I know exactly who that woman is, and I'm disgusted by your choice, sir.
You do not hear Ilinara in there.
Fuck you.
You don't know. It could be the sister.
I will invoke duplicity.
Okay.
And have my duplicate stand right in front of the door.
Okay.
I will then knock on the door and like press myself up against the wall and pretend that I'm not there. And I will throw my voice to the duplicate.
Okay.
When someone answers it.
Yeah.
Yes.
After a few moments, door opens. Invoke duplicity only lasts like a minute, right?
Is it 1 or is it 10?
I don't know. That's on you. I don't have your sheet.
I don't have it written down. Let me check.
Oh my god. How dare you.
Fight me.
Cleric. Player's Handbook. Trickery Domain.
1 minute. Shit.
Yeah, 1 minute. So the door opens after a few moments, maybe about 16 seconds or so, and you see Sazeth. He opens the door. Make a stealth check, first of all.
Can do. 12.
Okay. It's probably not going to beat his natural 4. So the door opens, swings open, and in such a way that for a brief moment it looks like it almost phases through your duplicate, but you had to move in just such a way that it kind of just skirted by. As the doors swing open, they cover your side, essentially. So you're just up against the wall with this door now, so you can't see, but your duplicate is there, standing.
Okay.
Ah, just the person I was looking for.
Hello.
Well, why don't you come in and step inside? We have some business to tend to. Ilanara spoke to me, and wanted to thank you personally for retrieving that document.
It was no trouble at all. And I'll have my duplicate walk into the room.
Okay. Door closes behind him.
This is all a part of my master plan.
Fireball on my duplicate. You can't hear anything through him, right? Like, you don't receive
No, nothing.
any sensory. Okay. What do you do?
I'll have my duplicate do the old video game glitch thing where your character just kind of walks into a wall. I'll have him do that while I slowly open the door and sneak in myself.
Okay. So, you don't know this, but what ends up happening is Sazeth goes to reach his hand out to her to kind of grab her shoulder and pull her closer to the table. And just beforehand, the duplicate you just kind of glitches out and his hand phases through her, and then she just kind of runs into the wall. Just does she fades through it? Or is she just running into it? Just
running
glitched,
into it, just on running. The spot running into it.
Okay. As you're kind of sneaking in, you just hear SZA, the hell is the fuck? And then as the door closes behind you with a pretty massive thud, you can see Meljin, the Aranyes, is sitting at the desk, and Sazeth is there just kind of staring at your duplicate that's running face first into a wall at full speed.
Very good. Hi. I dispel my duplicate.
What the hell was that about?
Keeping things light.
Well, I'm glad that you're here. Your sister, or my sister, had some choice words to say.
Okay.
And Meljin came to collaborate what she found.
Interesting.
So why don't you just take a seat?
Sure. I sit
Pulls
down.
up a chair. What?
I sit down.
Okay. Do you sit down in the chair, or do you just sit down where you're standing?
I sit down in the chair. I'm not a heathen.
Okay. Just making sure that we'll double checking your position of the room. So, you work for Izith.
Who?
Izith? The Aaron, yes.
Should that
We already
name-
discussed this before. Don't try to play coy.
Fine.
Not necessarily in the position to. So how did you find that document?
Originally? I asked for it.
So the document you turned in was given to you by Relic.
Yes.
Make a deception check.
No.
No.
26.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no. Is that a nat 20?
That's a nat 20.
Oh no.
I was like, doesn't matter. He crosses his hands and looks at you, dead in the eye. Though I think that you did in fact ask for it. I think he gave you an ultimatum.
Is that what you're going to do here?
You catch on. And this is more, I think, a mutual understanding. You're very cunning, wise, intelligent.
Oh, do go on.
So you should know when you are in a position that you cannot exit from. And his eyes just kind of glance or squint down towards you, and his face turns more sour. Meljin came to me with information that Ilinara proposed to her. Ilinara is rather tired of sitting behind her small desk and is in dire position for another.
I snap and point at him. She wants a bigger desk. I knew it.
Oh, little lamb, you're so... I'll get straight to the point. Ilinar desires Relic's position.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can either assist us in that, or you can die here.
I turn to Meljin. What do you have to gain in all this?
I have other knowledge that was given to me.
By who?
I don't think I need to give you any explanation for that. You're here to talk to Sazeth, not me.
I thought this was a three-way discussion.
Oh no. I was here to just relay a message that was given to me by Ilinara.
So, the mighty Baroness has turned into a lackey.
Her eyes just fill with hatred. I am no mere lackey, little lamb. I am here to mitigate between these two, as that is what was told to me by Relic and Gadok.
Mm-hmm. Now which parts of that were true?
You made an insight check. Was that you asking her, or was that you asking me?
Both, I guess. Natural 20.
You can tell that she is keeping something secretive, but not intentionally from... Like, she's trying to keep something secret, but not just to you. You can tell that she's keeping a secret from Sazeth as well. She's telling the truth that she was being directed by Gadok to be a mitigary, or to be a middle person between Ilinara and Sazeth, but not necessarily told by Relic. Though you get the feeling that she might have lied to Sazeth about that. Or at least lied to in some way to become more accustomed between the two.
I see. I turn to Sazeth. You trust her, even though she's lying to you?
She wouldn't lie to me about something so important.
Are you sure?
He looks up to her, and she just looks down, shrugs a shoulder. You seem to have forgotten your place. You are but a slave, under Ilinara's employ. Talk out of line like that again, you might find an ill fate befitting of a slave.
Oh my. I stand up. Sir, do not threaten me with a good time.
He just stands up. I need a response. Not trivial games. Unless it was in my chamber.
Whoa, what happened to your microphone quality?
What, did it get all shitty?
Oh, now it's way better. What the fuck?
That was weird. Did you hear any of that?
No.
I said, he stands up from his desk.
Mm.
I need a response. Not these trivial question games. Unless it was in my chamber. It was not necessarily the sentence I would want to restart. It sent a gross chill down my spine.
Mm-hmm. I ponder for a minute. I turn to Meljin. Interesting. So, if he were to, quote, unquote, punish me, would you strictly observe, as you are a third party?
As I've said, I'm not a part of this. I was only told by Gadok to mitigate the information between the two.
Well.
And Relic.
Well. Ma'am, thank you for your time. You may want to move slightly.
She gives you a cursory glance, stands up, pushes a little nail underneath Sazeth's chin, turns his head to look at her, and then just gives like a cursory wink. And you can see his face kind of get a little bit confused, and then she steps away, about like 15, 20 feet away. Up against the other wall.
Now, my friend, I step around the desk with my my left arm extended and my right arm with the dagger behind my back.
Okay.
How are you today?
What are you doing?
Oh, doing a little pruning, and I stab him.
Okay, roll to attack with advantage. Well, okay, first make a would it be performance or deception to try to hide your true intention? Let's do performance.
Okay, either way, they're both +9, so.
Okay, so realistically doesn't matter.
28.
Sir. I'm gonna need another fucking natural 20.
Oh,
That's a 2. That's a 2.
Oh. You are a monster.
Oh, come on now. You knew that was coming. 2 natural 20s. Alright. So yeah, go ahead and roll to attack with advantage. Let me get an Incubus's stat sheet out.
Holy fuck, natural 20.
Oh shit. That's really good. That's a critical. So roll your weapon die twice.
Yeah. And my sneak attack twice, right?
Yeah, sneak attack as included.
8.
Oh wait, shit.
17 plus 2 from the weapon and 3 or 2 from the dex.
Oh my god, how'd you roll 17? Oh. Because it's 2d4 and 2d6? Man,
Yep.
You rolled max damage on that roll.
And then plus 4 from my other bonuses. So 21 points of damage.
Alright. We're just going to do average health here. So, You lunge forwards, and you can see the dagger just sink into this part of his flesh, and you tear it down. You can see it, like, kind of getting stuck in several of his abs, as it kind of just has to go down all of his muscle. How dare you? You do this in front of 2 high-ranking individuals? And he looks over, and Meljin's just kind of there, looking at her nails, idly. Oh, no. You've misunderstood. I'm but a third party.
I wave
Roll initiative.
Oh, 18.
Lucky bastard, too.
But why, good sir?
Because I rolled very low on my initiative. Okay. You are easily going first.
Very nice. I must look at something.
Okay.
Mirror image. Pretty sure it's an action to cast, right?
Mirror image? Yeah, it's an action.
Well, in that case, I won't do it. I will cast a 3rd level inflict wounds.
3rd level inflict wounds, you say?
Yes.
Alright, roll to attack.
Do you believe that is 19 to hit?
19 will definitely hit. So a normal inflict wounds does 3d10, so that would do 5d10?
Plus 1d10 per level. So
Yeah, 5d10.
Yes. Uh, 21 points of necrotic damage.
21 necrotic. Ooh. You can see, so you reach up and you place your hand over the wound that you had previously made, and you can see this disgusting black, ichorish, almost like design trails over him. Just. How dare you? Now what do you do?
I kiss his cheek. And that is it.
Alright. On his turn, just make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Fine. I am relatively good at these.
Also, I didn't realize it was wisdom and not charisma last time, but you saved plenty anyways.
22.
Easily. You kind of kiss him on the cheek, he just caresses your hand for a brief moment, and sees that it doesn't do anything. No. And he just looks at the Aaron Yes, who just is there, just kind of idly looking around. And he will flap his wings and try to fly away from you, using 60 feet of his movement. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Alright. 15?
15 just hits.
Oh my god.
Not sneak attack, so it's just the D4 plus your modifier and the
D4
magic
plus
effect.
4.
Yes.
6.
Okay. So as he flaps around, you can just jab the dagger down at his wing, and you can see he goes to the door. He makes it the 30 feet distance to the door. Yeah. And he's starting to open it.
Okay.
Though it's heavy, and he's currently in his weakened state, Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so on my turn, I will
use the cloak of the mountebank to dimension door in between him and the door.
Okay. So you just spend your action to do that.
Where do you think you're going, sir?
You can see he's breathing pretty heavily.
Don't know if I can do anything as a bonus action. Don't believe so.
Unless you got like Divine Word over there.
Yeah, no.
Do you got the 7th level spell, Divine Word?
I'll just, kick him in the shin.
Okay. You just punt him. He doesn't... Funny enough, Succubi and Incubi are not very good fighters. They don't got shit. Okay. What he's gonna do is he's gonna try to shove you out of the way then.
Alright, fight me.
So
you
opposed athletics checks. Oh. Oh, what'd you roll?
Natural 20.
Oh my god, you lucky son of a bitch. He rolled a natural 19 -1.
Oh my god.
Ooh. So with unimaginable like strength, it must be the exertion that you are applying to your body, like the adrenaline is just coursing through your veins. And he goes to shove you with his like clawed hand, and you just stand ironclad right into his path. That's all he can do.
Alright.
Yeah. He's just gonna start shouting. Murderers! Murderers!
Shh. I cast a 3rd level inflict wounds on him. I put my hand over his mouth and whisper, "Go to sleep."
Make a roll to attack.
That is a total of 20.
That will hit. So roll your 5d10 necrotic damage again.
Oh. Uh-huh. 37 points of necrotic damage?
He only had like 12.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
As he's shouting, you place your hand, just shh, go to sleep, and you can see the black energy coursing through his mouth. And he just, and he collapses onto the ground. You can see the Arañez over there is completely unfazed of what's going on, just consistently just looking at her hands.
I put him into the bag.
His wingspan is far too massive to put them in here.
I chop off his wings and put everything in the bag.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily do that. The bag of holding is really full right now. It currently has 90 gallons of water, which I don't necessarily know how heavy that is, but it's probably pretty heavy.
It's a lot. That's a lot of water.
How heavy is 90 gallons? How heavy is a gallon of water? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay. Your bag of holding will not hold him.
I dump out like 50 gallons of water just on the floor.
Yeah, because a gallon is 8.3 pounds.
Oh Lord.
So 50 gallons. We couldn't have put the gallons. We can't hold 90 gallons in there.
I'll upend all but 10.
Because 10 gallons is 80 pounds.
I'll upend all but 5.
Okay. So you keep 40 pounds of water inside of the bag of
Oh
holding.
my god.
That's so much water. And you just start to pour gallons upon gallons of water onto the floor. Oh my god. Meljin over there is looking at you. What the hell? What? You had that this entire time.
I've been through this before with your sister, yes.
My sister?
Or your... I always assumed you for sister. It's like a brotherhood thing.
That's
Apparently
quite That's quite racist of you.
I'm sorry.
I suppose it makes sense. You were just pulling dead bodies out of a cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just do what you will. I'm only here to do
Okay.
what I was supposed to do.
We're just having this conversation. There's just gallons of water pouring out of the bag.
It's also just like... just consistent, like it's like you have one of those gallon jugs and you're just pouring water out of it. There's a moment where you pull out the faucet and you just start spraying at the walls.
During this whole thing, I'm just having a conversation with her. So, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just doing my job.
I'm, sorry I called you a lapdog. That was rather rude of me.
Just be happy that I'm not here to be a cohort of theirs.
Fair enough.
I'll be honest, Azeth has been quite annoying under my tutelage. Always trying to get, well, as you can tell, into his chambers.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
at this point, the gallons of water have ended, and you have basically flooded the floor. Like, easily have created at least an inch of water, all just covering the floor.
I've ruined
you feel like the moment you open that door, all of these gallons of water are going to start to just pour out.
Oh. Well.
But chopping off the wings and stuffing them in the bag, you can easily do that. He easily weighs at least like 240 pounds.
Oh my god.
He's a beefy dude.
You couldn't throw a fucking punch. What a bitch.
He can't throw a punch. He cannot throw a punch. However, the wings are also leathery, so they're pretty heavy. They're meant to withstand his muscular physique. Even though he doesn't have very many muscles. It's weird. The picture of an incubi is really buff, but he's got an 8 for strength. It's pretty funny.
So,
regardless, it weighs quite a lot.
How is, you have insurance down here?
Insurance for what? Life insurance?
Water damage.
Everything is stone. Why would we need insurance from water?
Okay.
Also, it's hell. Where would we get so much water?
I donkey kick the door open.
Okay, you donkey kick the door open, and you can see her eyes just kind of widen. Oh, that's what you meant. And the water immediately starts to just pour out. Starts to go down the stairs as well. It starts to pour down.
Well, it's been fun. I will see you later. And I sprint out of the building towards the archive.
Okay, starting to go down the stairs. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash from your feet as the water has flooded the stairs. As you go down the layers, you can easily tell that there's some people that are over or some devils that are near the sides, questioning what the hell's going on, no pun intended. And after you get down to the bottom floor where the archive is, the horned devil, or not the horned devil, the bearded devil that's been sitting there consistently looking at you. Hey, stop. What you're doing. What the hell is this?
What is what?
What is this water doing here? What did
I
you
have
do?
no idea.
Make a deception check.
28.
Man, you are rolling really well.
Oh,
That's
yes.
like 3 19s.
3 19s and 3 20s.
Oh. This isn't going to go well for him. He needs a natural 19 or 20. No, he needs a natural 20. Like, that's another 2. This dice, it's either 20s or 2s. What the fuck? He just looks at you. Where is it coming from?
Up there, and I point up the stairs.
He just storms off, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, except much heavier, because he's a much larger individual than you. He stands at least a good few feet taller than you.
Alright. Okay.
What are you doing?
I head to the archive.
Okay. Making your way to the archive. The door is closed, as it normally is.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go inside?
Yep.
Okay. Making your way in, door opens up and closes behind you. You hear this very similar locking sound as Anna had heard before. And immediately in front of you, you see 2 figures. You see Mary standing there on the side of Ilinara, and Ilinara is sitting down with her head face down, Ilanara looks at you with this just utter hatred in her eyes. And Ilanara is... Did I say Ilanara? Mary is standing there with utter hatred in her eyes. And Ilanara continues to have her head down, but they both are just kind of facing you as the door closed behind you.
Why? Hello. I can use my channel divinity 2 times per rest. Oh, yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
yes. You can.
Good.
This is gonna be good. Hello, Mary. How are you?
I've been better.
You and I have to talk. There has been a revelation. Your sister is alive.
Oh, man. I'm going to say make a deception check with disadvantage.
Wow. I'm not lying, though. Fine.
How are you not lying? Her sister is clearly dead.
No.
Yeah, that's what you said, isn't it?
No. He agreed to resurrect her.
I thought he said no.
In return
but
for
I
a favor.
Can. Oh, she is alive.
Yeah. He woke up and she was in bed.
I don't remember you saying that.
Oh, I did, though. I'm 100% sure I did.
Weird. That changes everything of what my plan was going to be. So give me a second to rehash things.
Okay.
So when you enter the room, you see a similar kind of experience of what I just described, except it's Mary is sitting down in posture across from Ilanara. Ilanara still has her head down.
Okay.
And yeah. So we'll rehash that. Mary turns behind you. Well, I'm going to finish my rehashing before trying to determine whether or not you change people or not.
Okay.
She turns back to look at you, and you just say,
Oh, hey. Your sister's alive, by the way.
I don't know how, but I don't want to know why. I think you and Ilanara should speak.
Yes.
And Ilanara puts her head up. No, stay.
Oh no. Mary, I insist. You might want to leave.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stay by her side.
Fine. Fine.
And, okay, now roll to see if you can make... Because I'm guessing you want to stay in control, yeah.
Oh, yes. That is a 16.
Okay, that's pretty good. This blue dice is fucking amazing, I tell you. I might have to check the weight on it later on.
Another 2.
That is a natural 20.
Oh. Hooray.
Not that I want to take control, because fucking you have way more battle for combat prowess than I do.
God damn it. I just wanted to make one joke, but apparently it's not going to happen.
No,
whatever.
Okay, make the joke. Make the joke.
Fine.
Just as you're fading. Make the joke just as you're fading.
I tell Mary to move to the side ever so slightly. And then I
She
announce...
stands.
I grab the bag from my hip. And I announce to Ilanara, the prodigal brother returns, and I fire her brother out of the bag at her.
Just make a ranged attack, just because I think it'd be funny. No proficiency.
7.
So you go to fire it, and you fire his body, much like you had done before with the guards. Though that one was alive. There felt like there was more weight behind him, especially since you just chopped off his wings. You're basically throwing a limp, dead body at her, and it shoots out kind of like a dart gun that didn't have enough air behind it. So it just kind of like hits the railing and then falls off, clattering to the ground, blood just oozing out of him. You can just see her eyes just fuming. Mary is off to the side, completely baffled and blown away by what just fell in front of her. Is he dead? And Ilanara stands up And now we'll switch sides.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
You happy about your joke?
I had to. It was very good.
The prodigal asshole returns. I'm a businessman with standards.
Unfortunately, they don't have standards.
No, they don't. I wanted Relic to be Irving so badly.
Oh my
but
god.
I couldn't muster a way to make a pit fiend Irving.
So he turned into fucking Wesker?
He easily would have been able to.
True. Alright.
Alright, let me stretch my feet first. Oh my god. Oh, there's my dice. There's my purple one. Though I don't actually want to use it now. This blue die made a complete turnaround. Before it was doing like 5s, 4s, and 3s. Now it's doing 2s and 20s.
Damn.
It is only flipping, which is actually kind of disconcerting because I think that maybe it does actually have a weight problem because then 2 and 20 are right next to each other.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let me roll it a few times. Yeah, that was another 2. That one was a natural 20. I'm going to have to check the weight on that because I think that die might be broken. I'm going to switch back to the purple one. I have to be a fair individual. If I don't trust my dice, I need to change it. Weird. Well, it got some pretty interesting dice rolls out of it.
Well.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to fight sucking Ilinara?
Yep.
I'm not the charismatic one, though. Wait, but I saved. Didn't I? No, I didn't.
Not today.
You did. You did. Damn it. Shit.
Anna.
Yes.
Roll for initiative.
Alright, I need to go first. I need to go first. Not very good. That's 12.
Guess what? You're going first. By 1.
By
You're rolling 11.
Oh my god. That's perfect. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at Ilinara. You know, we could have been friends. But someone of just a higher value doesn't want you to be here. I'm going to take the flask of holy water out in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Nice.
Have you marked the spell slots that you used, by the way?
Yes, 2/3.
Okay, just making sure. Because I wasn't paying attention to it, so. You did not.
Oh.
Not on the bag of holding documents, sir.
No. Whoops.
How dare you? You lied to me.
You want to fight?
I currently am.
Where is it in the bag of holding page?
It's on the very top.
What?
Yeah. I have a thing in the header that says spell slots.
What?
Do you not see it?
No.
Weird. You do not see this. You do not see my clicker highlighting stuff in the header.
I'm going to reopen the document.
Yeah, do
Something
that.
is amiss. I do not.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to cut it from existence. I'm going to paste it. Right there. Do you see that?
I see that now, yes.
This is what I made.
Oh, yes, very good.
Yes. So, there we go. I already marked it for you. So,
Thank you.
anyways. Yeah, I cast protection from good and evil on myself, and I'm just going to look at her.
That imposes disadvantage on all attacks, right?
Poses disadvantage on all attacks against me from basically all crazy creatures, including her. And I cannot be possessed, charmed, or frightened.
Well, guess what? She will attempt to charm you anyway, because she does not know better.
Haha. Take that.
She leans over her desk in a seductive manner, and she winks at you. And then she
give
waits a
wink
couple
back.
seconds. She looks at you, realizes that it's not working, gets very frustrated, and lunges at you from across the desk.
Cool.
It is now your turn.
Oh man, I get to throw spells out again. It's been so long. It's been so long. And I get to do a fun one. I'm going to cast... Okay. I can't cast something that requires concentration though. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna also cast Inflict Wounds, but at 4th level.
Oh my.
Alright. I need at least a 10. I need at least a 10. That is a 17 in total.
That'll hit.
Alright, so 6d10. First 2 rolls are 2 10s.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's so 28 in total right now. Oh, okay, that one's a 9. Let me roll the other one because it fell off the table. That one's another 10. So that's 28, 38, 47 points of necrotic damage.
Holy fuck. Okay.
I want to caress the side of her head when she lunges at me and just dig in.
These tendrils of dark energy wash over her skin, and where it used to be like tanned and almost bronzed, the life fades from it,
Leaving behind a gray colored skin tone. Looks fucking foul. She is very, very hurt. On her turn, she is going to attempt to claw you.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, of course. 11 plus 5. We'll miss, right? Because we have 18.
That will miss. Yes, that will miss.
She is just in a frenzy, screaming at you, trying to claw at you, and being unable to find purchase.
Shh, it's okay. What was it that you told me when we first met? Everything is as it should be, if I recall.
Oh my. In the back of your mind you hear, "That's cold." Yes.
What I'm gonna do then is I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level, and I'm gonna thrust my dagger forwards. And I'm just gonna just because the flare, I'm gonna have both of the attacks go at the same time.
All right. Nice.
So let me make a note. So we spent our 4th level spell. Well, I spent my 4th level spell, and spent 1 2nd level spell. Okay, so 2 attacks. Are we proficient in daggers? Normally? Like, is a cleric proficient in daggers?
Proficient with all weapons, isn't it?
Yes, we are proficient in daggers. Okay. Because I didn't know if it was because you were a rogue that you were proficient with it.
Oh. Nay.
So that's a +7 to hit with those, and then +5 to hit with the other one.
Yes.
So with the dagger, that is a 16.
That'll hit.
And then for the spiritual weapon, that is a 21.
That will also, surprise, surprise, hit.
Okay, so a d4 plus 4 for the dagger. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Very good.
And then a d8 plus 2. That is a d10, a d8. These blue dice are magical, I tell you. And that is an 8, so 10 points of force damage.
Anna, how do you want to kill her?
Oh, now I feel bad I didn't let you do it.
It's fine. I'm all good for it.
Oh, I feel bad now. We can rehash it into you doing it later.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's all good.
I just want my dagger to puncture into her chest and have the spiritual blade of the same dagger puncture through her back into the same into basically the conjoined tips meeting.
All right.
So, as she's clawing at you, all violently, you summon your spiritual weapon with a wave of your hand, and it appears behind her. It lunges at her, full speed, strikes her right between her shoulder blades, and she arcs her shoulders backward. At the same time, you drive your dagger with both hands into her chest, and she dies horribly. With a last gasp for air and a gurgle of blood, she collapses to the ground, lifeless.
I'm gonna think to Chester in the back of my head. This was strangely easier than I was envisioning it.
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, a 47 helps in damage.
I mean, yeah.
That was some insane rolls. Immediately before doing anything else, I'm gonna... Do I know if I can fit her in the bag of holding with the other one in there still?
Oh.
Do I know if that would be too much weight? Because we can hold 500 pounds, and there's not much else in there. Let me pour out the rest of the water.
You should be able to.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pour out the rest of the water and then stuff them inside of it. Do either of them have any valuables on them?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Didn't think that they would keep anything on them because they don't really need it in this kind of plane. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut off her wings, I guess,
Oh my God.
and then stuff her inside of the bag with the wings, and her brother in the bag with the wings.
That's
I'm gonna look
fucking
at
metal.
Mary.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna look at Mary. Shh, you. Shh. Everything worked out in the end.
Mary is looking at you, just scared for her life. Uh-huh.
I'm not going to do anything to you. But I suggest that you do go spend time with your sister, and I will not be joining you. Fair?
Fair.
I'm sorry about everything that happened. Believe me, I've already said this all before. I did what I can to bring her back, and I'm just glad that it did.
She nods to you wordlessly and then quickly leaves. The door is also unlocked.
Fair enough. Okay. Oof. Now I don't know what to do. I killed Ilinara. Okay, cool. Job done. Do I go talk to Izith? Do I remember what the plan was after murdering them?
There was no plan.
Fuck. Okay. Is there any good information that's just out that I could possibly take?
Make an investigation check. With advantage. You're not in any rush.
Natural 20 on the first roll.
Wow.
I'm kicking ass on my rolls tonight.
Damn.
That was a purple dice, too. It rolled a lot, though. It went from 4, 14 to 20.
You spend maybe 20 minutes poring over documents and stuff.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I know why I'm rolling so well. I'm not a patron of Bashaba anymore.
That's the truth. That's why I'm rolling so much better too. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Bashaba's real. I knew it.
We are blessed for good luck from our Lord and Savior Asmodeus. Long may he reign.
Okay, continue what you were saying. Sorry.
You pour over all these open books and scratched in notes and stuff. Nothing really catches your eye that would be particularly useful to us. You do, however, find mention of a contact that they were keeping who was higher up, who is dun 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 dun
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
What was that?
No.
Oh.
They had an inside man, an ice devil, named Generoth.
Generoth. Does the document specify anything?
No.
Just that it was their contact?
Yeah. It talked about a deal that had been made between them and Generoth. But other than that, there is no specifics mentioned.
Okay, I'm gonna snatch it, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay. You just leave.
Nobody is the wiser.
Good. Good. I'm just gonna leave the archive then, because, yeah, fuck this place. I don't need to be in here anymore.
Well, alright then.
Alright. Do I see Izith anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Come on, lucky purple die. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about my luck. 10?
10. As you leave the archive, you do a quick cursory glance in the hallway, and you see Izith kind of just making her way into that hallway from outside.
Oh, shit.
She looks at you.
I give a nod.
She nods to you. She walks over. Well, how are you? How are things?
I'm doing better. Much better. Ilinara was very kind and even apologized in the end.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. I heard from Meljin that you were, well, heading here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that my trust in you was well placed.
Well, I'll reiterate what I said on the roof. I am a useful idiot. Much so as my trusted ally.
In your mind, Jester offers his hand for a high five.
the spectral hand of Anna inside of her mind will also high five you.
Nice.
It's quite symbolic, even. Jester managed the incubi, and I managed the succubi.
Some
the
might
man
say
dealt
poetic.
with the man, and the female dealt with the female. It was pretty symbolic.
Now, are you free for the rest of the day? She smiles. Obviously you are.
I don't have a job, it seems. I might need a new position to work for.
Well, it just so happens there might be an opening in the near future.
Oh. Well, I hope I'm at the high point of your list.
You are on the priority list.
Man, this is super cheesy.
You retract those words. Sir.
I'm just, well, no, this isn't cheesy, but the mentality of how this is working out in my brain is like, man, this is cheesy. It's like, I hope that I'm on the priority list.
Oh, yes, indeed, yes. Now, I spoke to you before of the machinist. Did I not?
Yes.
Would you like to pay him a visit?
I think that might do us well. From player to DM, totally forgot that you specified machinist. Don't think Relic's a very machine-heavy dude.
No.
I may have forgotten.
It's fine. It's all good.
It happens. Guess what? It's being rehashed now anyways.
It's a plot hole that fixed itself. Aw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She leads you outside and takes your hand, and, with a single strong flap from her wings, ascends way into the sky. and
I
flies.
would, I would just like to reiterate, she has disadvantage on her attack against me. For 10 minutes.
She attempts to grab you but cannot. Then attempts again and does. Are you
Just
happy
butter.
now, you piece of
Just-
shit?
It's just like butter just slips out of the grasp.
Whoop! Almost had it that time.
It's like the dude with the dollar bill. Oh, you'll have to try harder than that. It's so funny.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of that in years.
Neither have I. Me and Olivia were talking about it the other day. It really was just prime. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm breaking character. I'm just actually kind of giddy that we killed the two people that have been causing us such trouble.
Such horrific pain. But yes. Is it
Both in character and role playing.
Izzet carries you to a large tower in the corner of the city. As you approach, you can see out past the walls, and it's just a desolate, barren waste. There are meteors falling and blowing up. There's red fire everywhere, ash hanging in the air.
Oh. Lovely.
Very. She flies you up to a balcony and opens the door and gestures for you to go inside.
I will enter.
As you step in and you adjust to the darkly lit room, from the ceiling you see a bunch of hanging metal bits, wings and arms and stuff, just hanging from chains from the ceiling. There is a large central dais in the center, covered in old bloodstains. There is various machines littering the floor, cables running everywhere. There is a tiefling man wearing what you would consider to be like scholar clothing, taking notes next to the table.
Excuse me.
He looks up. Oh! Hello. You must be friends with... And he points over Izzet as she steps into the room. Nice to see you again.
Yes, you could say it so.
Now, come over here, please.
I will approach.
He... Have you played Breath of the Wild?
Oh yeah, I played the shit out of Breath of the Wild.
Okay, good. Remember when you go into the Yiga Village cave system?
Mm-hmm.
And there's those big guys with the swords, and you put bananas out for them, and they like
Oh yeah.
dance towards them. That's what he does towards you.
He does that. The oh god, the Pink Panther walk, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, the do. That is adorable.
He pulls a measuring tape out from his pocket. Hold your arms out, please.
Mm-hmm.
And he begins taking measurements of you. Izzet steps in, closes the door, and leans up against the wall, crosses her arms, gets uncomfortable, and opts to stand.
It's gonna be a thing for forever now for anyone who has wings. So
yes.
what is the meaning of this?
Well, your friend Izzet, I'm surprised she hasn't told you. She has requested that you receive a gift.
A gift?
A gift.
I'm gonna look over at Izzet. A gift.
She nods and gives a coy smile. A gift.
Well, that's very kind of you. Do I get the feeling this is a good gift?
Make a insight check.
That's pretty good. That is a 19.
So you take in everything going on around you. Izith and the tiefling man seem to be genuine. You get no
Ill.
ill thought, ill intentions coming from them. Though judging by the copious amounts of dried blood on the center dais, it's probably not going to be pleasant.
Yeah, can't be any worse than the bracket.
The tiefling finishes taking your measurements. Now, you have... Izith, what did you tell me about them again? Yes, they can change shape. He's like, oh, very interesting. Very interesting. And he takes a clipboard that was lying on the, like a table, small side table, and begins jotting something down. Would you please demonstrate?
That's a good point. Question for you, Izith. Would now be a good time to remove the bracket?
She thinks about it, like, for a really long time. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna turn into a halfling individual using our shape change. And just...
You get really small, and the bracket just
Super
falls
tiny.
off.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the bracket.
As you shrink, it hurts, because it was fused to your skin, so as you shrink, it still holds on to that skin, but eventually you get so small that it just rips off.
Yeah, it loses all... It basically rips the skin that it was on off.
Yeah. It fucking hurts, but it's gone.
Not necessarily pleasant, but it's not the worst thing I've ever felt.
Wow, you are a bold woman. Thing. Do you even have a sex? What is this?
I mean, I like to think of myself as a woman. I know
Alright.
Jester thinks of himself as a man.
Well,
I think. Jester, is that true?
yes.
Hmm.
Well, alright then. Whatever floats your boat. Not my place to say. He's woke. He's the woke doctor. Yes. So, he takes more measurements, does some math. Okay. Well, this
I
is
wouldn't take,
quite
I wouldn't take
complicated.
measurements of our body currently. We're pretty small.
Oh, I know, but you can change shape,
True.
so it must be exact and precise. I'm imagining something that shapes with you.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
He does some
We
more
always have
math.
issues with clothes.
I suppose right now we're even in, like... We're in drabs. With the, Ooh, that's actually a good point. With our clothes kind of drab and the bracket off, I'm debating on whether or not we should go back to Anna's true form, or she should stay as Din Anna. People have seen Din Anna and will question her. They might not necessarily question a random folk. Yeah, I'm gonna change into normal Anna. So the brown
Humanoid
hair.
Anna.
Yeah, humanoid Anna with the brown hair and the ponytail that comes down. And then back from the bag of holding, I'm gonna pull out my spectacle glasses and put them on at the bridge of my nose.
You look quite intelligent, miss. Now, again, he takes more measurements again. Wonderful.
That we used two of those.
He steps over to a large diagram on a table. There, please. Izith steps over to him and, with her arms crossed, looks down at the blueprint and nods.
Oh, I think you'll like this.
Is it gonna hurt?
The tiefling looks up and his glasses fall off his face. Yes, a lot.
I'm gonna take one of the wooden shunts that we have in our bag of holding. I'm gonna stick it between my teeth.
Oh, no. You won't be awake for it.
Oh. Then how's it going to hurt?
I mean, it's gonna hurt a lot when you wake up. But that's fine. Progress, right? Yes.
Am I being dismembered?
Oh no. Maybe. No. Not today.
Is it?
She shrugs and just like,
Don't know how to feel about this.
Okay, now, if you would please, get on the table.
You fucking put Ilinara and Sazeth in the fucking bag. I just noticed the bag of holding had Ilinara and Sazeth just sitting in the fucking page. That was super funny to me. Anyways, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Would you please get on the blood-crusted table? I mean, I can clean it if you want.
Yeah, might be best.
He snaps
Don't
his
wanna sully my
fingers,
clothes.
and in a flash of white light, the blood disappears.
Oh, fancy. Haven't seen very many spellcasters while I've been here.
There aren't very many. Now please, get on the table.
I will get on the table.
This will probably hurt a lot when you wake up, but don't panic. It'll be fine. I promise you. Maybe.
In worst case scenario, I can just make my shape grow more arms again.
He walks up to you, places a hand on your eyes, and mutters something, and you fall asleep.
While asleep, I'm just gonna look at Jester.
Look at Jester. What?
I don't know.
You looking
in
at
my
him,
mind.
looking at you. You wake
Never
up
knew.
sometime later, laying on your chest. You feel an immense pain in your back. Make
Laying on my chest. Ooh.
Make
so I was
a
moved.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, we are known for that. What is our +0? I'm pretty sure. Yup. 15.
15. As you begin to awake, you feel these two unmoving protrusions digging deep into your back, almost into your spine. It takes your entire concentration just to not freak out and go into shock.
What's going on?
You feel immense weight as well. Oh, she's awake. Izeth, get up. Get up. And you hear some light slapping. Get up, you fool. She's awake.
You fool. I'm now picturing Excalibur from Sullied. You fool.
Izeth gets up. I wasn't sleeping. We don't sleep. Ugh, whatever. And you can
Doesn't mean
hear
we can't
some
nap.
shuffling as he walks over to you. Oh, good. Okay. Now, please, miss, tell me, what do you feel? Make a perception check with advantage.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
Did you say perception?
Yes.
Okay, your mic's kind of cutting in and out.
How rude.
Oh my god, what is with these dice? They're just rolling like crazy. That is a 15.
15. You feel these two protrusions in your back. They hurt, like, a lot. But it's not... Let me rephrase that. It hurts, but you can also feel both sides of it. So, like, when you hold your thumb and your finger together, you can feel both sides of that pressure. That's what you feel in your back.
I feel somehow displaced. Like I can feel several segments that are have pressure in between them. What's going on? What's happened to me?
You hear some metal noise. Do you feel this? Make another perception check with advantage.
Oh god. Am I a fucking android now? That is 16.
16. You feel him tugging on some kind of phantom limb, maybe?
I'm getting like phantom pains in my back right now.
But you feel him holding on to you, but he is maybe, judging by the sound that he was making as he stepped over to you, maybe about 20-ish feet away.
He asked if I felt that.
Yeah.
Did I feel that? I honestly cannot
Yes,
think right now.
you did.
I can, yes. It's not unbearable.
Yes! Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Yes, not unbearable. The new standard. He jots it down in his notes. Now, please, would you sit up?
I'll sit up, I suppose.
It takes quite a lot of effort because you are quite heavy now.
Oh boy.
You sit up. Your arms and legs are fine.
Am I hunched over because of my back?
If anything, your posture has improved.
My posture has improved.
Yes, because the weight is pulling you backwards, so your back is straight. You look positively glorious. Izeth kind of stands there, nods approvingly.
What happened? What did you do?
Would you like to see?
Yes.
He,
It's the third time I've asked.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm slightly deaf in one ear. He pulls out a large mirror and stands maybe 10 feet away from you.
Oh boy.
You
What
can
am I gonna be
see
seeing?
that you have two large steel wings grafted onto your back.
Oh, I've always wanted. Do they retract or anything? So these wings, they're...
Oh, you control
They're-
you control them. They are parts of you now.
I'm gonna try to think of like folding them in or something.
Make a Constitution check.
Constitution check.
Yes.
All right, well, still 0 then. 9.
9. You struggle for a little bit, not used to these foreign new limbs added to you. But eventually, you start to be able to get some basic control, and you're able to retract them and extend them and stuff.
Okay, that's something. Okay, So, how did you manage this?
Oh, it's been like 3 days.
3 days?
Oh yes.
I'm gonna look at Izith. What happened with Gandog? What happened with Relic?
Well, nothing yet. He hasn't made a move yet. We're waiting.
He hasn't tried to move in 3 days?
No, I don't know what he's doing. Don't ask me.
Well, aren't you gonna be the one that's supposed to save Oraz?
Well, yes, but we're waiting.
Ooh. This is strange. Okay, well, can I fly with these? They're made of metal, yes?
Yes. They are enchanted, so they should allow you to fly.
Oh,
Also,
well, that's...
you can fold them up and make them disappear.
Oh. I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. I won't even have you roll for this. After spending enough time with these and trying to understand how they work, you are able to fully retract them. So what happens is they fold up, and they keep folding up, so like the outside wing folds into the inner wing, which folds into the part connected to the back. And then those fold into your back.
Apparatus. Oh god. So I have like a metal container for these steel wings in my back.
Kind of. They're not very big. Like maybe it's a cylinder. They're 2 cylinders, maybe about 2 inches in diameter. The wings fold up like impossibly small.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. That is strange. But I can see it being a positive, so thank you. What was your name again?
I never said my name. My name is Travis.
Travis.
My
Well,
parents weren't
Travis.
very inventive, I'm sorry.
Well, you're very different than them. So it's been 3 days.
Yes.
Am I starving? Like, let me ask you a real question. Have I gotten a long rest in from this?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Am I starving then?
You're pretty hungry.
I'm gonna cast create food and water. Before I do, do you happen to have any barrels, Travis? I might be able to give you some water.
Barrels. I do like water. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, as a good trade for these metallic wings.
He runs into like a locked room, like a large double door. You can hear some smashing, and he comes rolling out with a barrel on its side, like a big 50-gallon barrel, and just stands it up next to you.
I'm gonna cast create food and water. I'm gonna put the food in the bag of holding, and then the 45 gallons into the barrel.
Hooray! Water! Issa just rolls her eyes. Well, how do you feel?
Sore. Sore is definitely a word I would use. Other than that, I feel fine.
Wonderful.
What did you do to put me under for 3 days?
Well,
Travis pipes up. I was constantly casting sleep spells on you.
As a player, I know the duration of those. As a character, does Anna know how long during the spell sleep lasts?
Have we ever encountered it?
No, we have not. So then probably not.
No.
Okay. Well, I might have to learn that myself. It's very powerful.
Yes. I had to cast it a lot. Like a lot.
Like a lot, since it lasts a minute.
A very large amount of times.
Some would say for 3 days worth, it would be somewhere along the lines of what's 72 times 24, or what's 72 times 60?
A very large number.
Some would say in the near thousands of times.
Yes. Well, I am a very, very competent wizard. Yes.
It's fine. It's funny.
Yes. No, please make sure you learn how to fly before you jump off the tower. I have seen several people do this, and they all die. Those are not new wings. Those are old wings. I've cleaned them, so they're fine.
Speaking of learning, is there anything that I need to do to keep them, to like maintain them? Do I need to like clean them or do anything?
They will not rust. They are enchanted. If you don't use them, you might forget how to use them. So I recommend using them at least 3 to 4 times a day for at least an hour.
Well, I plan on using them since I have them.
Okay, good.
Huh. I guess I'm gonna retract them. Like Buzz Lightyear's jetpack.
Just fold up into you.
And I'm gonna try to flap them, I suppose. I've only moved them and retracted them, but I'm gonna try to flap the wing.
You spend maybe a minute trying to learn how to flap your wings.
So to cast the sleep spell for 3 days straight, it would be 4,320 times.
He is a very competent wizard.
Jake came out and handed me a calculator of the total. Good old Jacqueline.
Math is extraordinaire.
So I'm flapping the wings.
Yes. Just to begin with, you look like a lame duck, and Izith just laughs at you. Come on, you got to do better than that.
I'm learning. You've had yours your entire life. So hush. I'm gonna keep trying to flap the metal wings on my back. How heavy are these?
Both probably about 30 pounds.
So I have 60 pounds on my back?
In total 30.
In total 30. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, I'm gonna break my back trying to fly these things. Anna's not a very, heavyweight individual. If it was 60 pounds, it would weigh probably more than a third of her weight. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep flapping them to try to get that mentality down before I try to fly.
Okay.
Can I try to hover in the air? Just like get maybe a few feet off the ground, or maybe an inch?
So eventually, you get to the point where you can alternate. So one wing will be flapping fully, and then the other, and you kind of like slide back and forth on the table.
Fall on my ass a few times.
Eventually, you get to the point where you can flap both at the same time, and you are able to essentially float in the air.
Ooh. I'm gonna do the same thing like I'm a kid without training wheels on my bike. Okay, that's progress. That's progress.
Oh yes.
When did you develop this?
I've had a very long time. I've been here for years.
Huh. Well, Travis, I thank you kindly for your generous action.
You are welcome. They are fully paid for with the souls of the damned.
Oh. Anna's gonna think to herself, fuck. And then at the same time, at least I'm not one of the damned.
No, they came in a long time ago. A very long time ago. Old. I've been here for years.
Travis, you are a delight to talk to.
I know.
Anna is feeling her ego's like just soaring talking to this individual.
How long have you been here for?
With the 3 days I've been unconscious, the better part of less than a week.
Oh, I've been here for years. Okay, I've had enough.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Travis.
You are very welcome. Make sure to come back another time so we can chop off some of your limbs and replace them with robot limbs.
I might just do that if I make another venture to your lab.
I'm just over here
And I can
in
reach
the
it.
tower.
I can much... Well, my body's still very sore from these new wings, and I want to get accustomed to that before trying to accustom to, say, a robot leg.
Sure.
I might need to walk if I can't flap my wings.
That is very fair. Maybe we could chop off both your arms and your legs, and you could be a torso with wings.
I would be a butterfly.
You'd be very pretty.
Another time.
Okay. Have a good day.
I'm gonna turn to Izeth and just give the eyes like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
She has wide eyes and she nods to you.
Alright.
As you leave,
All right.
you hear mutter under his breath, I've been here.
I've been here. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew it. I love you. So good. I love Travis. Both Travis Willingham and this Travis. Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Izeth.
She looks at you.
So, can we step out of the building?
Yes, there is a, 15-ish
landing.
foot balcony outside.
Okay. So has anything happened over the course of these 3 days?
Well, it was reported that Sazeth and Ilinara have been murdered. It was reported by Meljin, but she did not say who did it.
I mean, that's fair. She was a third party.
The archive has been taken over by someone who I have not met yet, and I don't remember their name.
It wasn't one of those half-elven individuals, right?
Slaves running a business? Don't be silly.
That's what I figured. Do you know of what came of them?
I do believe they are still there.
Working at the archive?
Yes.
Good. I can't really do that now with my armband off. I'm just gonna do a nice little shoulder rub with the with where the bracket was.
Well, seeing as you are out
Of employment.
how would you feel if you were to work for me instead?
Well, that'd be great. And this way I can keep up with you as well.
We'll see about that.
I'm sure you're much faster than me, but at least I have some way of keeping within general height.
Now, you are no longer a slave.
It's funny the way you say it. It's almost so nonchalant, but it's this weight has been lifted and then replaced by these steel metal wings.
We both know you like the wings.
They're very nice. I've always wanted to fly.
Well,
Would make my job much easier.
you now work beneath me. You do not really have a position in the hierarchy, but you are free. Once we have dealt with everything else, then we can talk about your position.
Well, that'd be fantastic. Thank you again for this opportunity. I know that before on the boat it was pretty skeptical. I know that I was not, shall I say, the normal individual. No normal person would offer themselves to become slaves.
Yes, I did believe you were quite stupid.
Question, what would happen if I had tried to flee?
I would have
Don't
killed
think
you.
it. Yeah, I don't think it would have gone well, so I don't think I really had much of a choice. I mean, I could have fled to where I came from, but then I would have been killed some other way. So this was the ultimate better option, and I got some good wings out of it. I want to flap them, kind of just like side by side.
You do a very mediocre job.
That's fine. I'm still learning.
Now, are you ready to fly?
I think I have the general idea down.
She jumps off and then flies like maybe 20-ish feet away from the platform. And just kind of like hovers there.
I will attempt to do the same.
Okay. You jump off the tower. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, would you say a 7 is good?
No. You jump off the tower with your wings outstretched. They kind of just fold back, and you just kind of plummet.
Oh, fuck.
He's like, you gotta put your wings into it. What are you doing? Make another one.
How far is the drop?
About 60 feet.
Oh, shit. I mean, it's livable. Would you say a 13 is good?
13 is better. You managed to slow yourself down and catch the wind, but you're still falling. Almost there. Again.
Come on, purple dice, please. Would going backwards be better?
Now you begin to plummet again.
Would a 6 be good?
You are about 30 feet from the ground. Izzeth is starting to come down to you to make sure you don't kill yourself.
I'll be fine.
Another one.
Okay, let me cast... Nope, that's not useful. That's guidance. that only affects an ability check. I don't think I have a spell prepared to help me with this. Nope. I could banish myself. Just get the fuck out before I hit the ground. Yeah, no. Can I point at myself and cast command to tell myself to fly? No. Okay. Another dexterity saving throw. Time to stop beating around the bush. 5?
You're falling slightly faster, if you can believe it or not.
Reaching terminal velocity here.
Getting pretty close.
Do I roll another one?
Yep, you're about 20 feet away from the ground.
Every 10 feet?
Yep.
Alright. 11.
11. You begin to slow your descent. You're about 15 feet off the ground now. Roll
Alright, come on.
another save.
I'm going with the lucky blue die this time. Actually, what am I doing? No, I'm not, because that thing is broken. I'm going back to the purple one. 17.
17. In a brief moment of glorious understanding, you learn how to fly, and you manage to catch an updraft and fly way back up into the sky.
Like, is it just before I hit the ground in those very stereotypical action movies?
No,
where
you have
someone
maybe
can't
like
fly.
11 feet before you hit the ground.
Oh, okay, good. Because it's like those very dramatic, over the top. I'm about to hit the ground and then just get saved right at the bottom of it.
No.
Alright, good. I'm gonna flap my wings and just try to steady myself so that way I can try to hover where I'm at.
Alright. You manage to hover. You believe that you have
Fairly decent control of your wings now. You shouldn't have any more issues unless you try something dramatic.
Okay. This is weird. Is this how it always feels? Like, do you always feel this sore in your back when you're flying like this?
If I fly for long enough, yes.
Oh, well, I guess I just gotta get more accustomed to it. It feels like my spine's getting ripped out. But it's nice. It's nice.
You look... I almost said angelic, but then I'm going to kill you. You look fiendish. How about that?
Wouldn't you also have to kill me if I look fiendish?
I'm a fiend.
I thought you were a devil.
Same thing. Different name.
Oh. Maybe I should be back into my Din Anna. Be a tiefling. It might look more natural.
Please, no.
I wouldn't have to do the voice, just the look. But then again, I could just change my current appearance into a red form. But I think I'll save that for now. Actually, no, I don't have to, do I? I could change right now. Because we have all three. Yeah, I'm going to change it to just a red version of Anna.
Okay. So your skin pigment just turns red, and you look
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yes!
And Izeth just looks at you and has like a smile of appreciation. You look horrible.
Well, it suits me.
So, Mrs. Din? Miss Din?
Anna's fine.
Do you have any plans for the rest of the day? What are you doing?
I mean, I was unconscious for 3 days. The only thing that I really want to do is make sure that those two twins are okay. And Ben. Ben's a nice dude.
Ben?
He's very calm. He's a physical labor slave.
Oh, yes. We
Give
call them
him feud.
the builders. Physical labor slave doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
I guess not, but I mean, then again, builder is so anonymous.
Maybe worker without pay.
I mean, that's what I've been, and currently are.
Currently, you're free, so technically you're just unemployed.
That's fair.
But yes, go check on your friends. I will be
Alright.
with Relic, waiting.
Alright, I will see you there once I double check my friends. And I will fly on over with gumption
It takes
and purpose.
you like 3 minutes.
Oh, that's amazing. So, in-game wise, what's my fly speed?
Fly speed of presently of 30 feet.
Okay, so it's still 30 feet. But fly speed, that's nice.
Yes. It could also increase later, depending on how good we get with them. So, it's
Gotcha.
open to interpretation.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. But I want to land. I'm going to do my best to land properly and not on my ass.
Make a dexterity saving throw then.
Man, we've seen how well this went with 6 rolls. 15?
15. You do an impressive 3-point landing.
Yes. I'm going to do like a quick, just a jab to myself. Just yes. And I'm going to go inside and check the archive.
As you step in, you fold your wings up so you can make it through, obviously. I won't mention it because I'll just assume that it's been done.
No, I think it would make more sense that she would just try and then realize,
Just get caught in the doorway.
Yeah. Alright, gotta change that. Just. Alright, now I can get through.
You step in. There is a unfamiliar looking person sitting behind the desk. The desk is different too. It's slightly bigger.
It's all Eleonora wanted.
Such a shame.
She's still in the bag. I don't recognize the person.
No, it appears to be another succubus though.
Oh, great. I'm just gonna. Do I see the two twins?
Yep, they're sitting there. All three are having a conversation about something.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, why hello. I don't think we've met before, have we?
No, my name is Anna. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
More so here to actually talk to the two twins there.
He looks at you. I see no harm. Though you must be within my earshot, of course.
That is fine. I only wish to talk to them is all.
What are you?
I'm part tiefling, part human. I'm gonna try to retain because I want to talk to them too. That would be so fucking ridiculous to talk to them and then just gesture.
Go for it.
Oh boy. Come on, purple die. 4?
18.
Alright, well, I'm pretty sure you beat me. So.
Yes.
Alright. So we'll get back to that. That's funny, though. Whew. Well, that was intense.
Yes.
The fight was very easy.
Oh my god, yes.
I didn't realize they really don't have anything going for them.
Nope. Nothing.
I didn't realize that. They can only make one attack, does a d6 plus 3. It's like, we have 46 health and an AC of 18. They couldn't even hit. I didn't even need the protection from good and evil. Other than the charm. That whole fight would have changed drastically if we were still charmed.
Oh my god, yeah.
We would actually probably died if that was the case.
Most likely.
Because once you get hit by it, you just get to try to save again. That's it. And then if you fail, then you're just still charmed.
And then, well, that'd be it. Just 2.
Yeah, another draining kiss would have been it.
Oh,
But,
well,
oh my god.
I do believe this
That
would be a good milestone for a level.
I was about to ask. I was like, I'm not good with determining milestones, so I always try to leave it to you. Yeah, that was good. I actually feel really accomplished.
We did a lot. Holy shit.
We've done a lot in a week in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel giddy because I'm never a player, so I never get to like feel this kind of feeling. Oh, it's always fun. We actually had a plan that worked out so far.
So far.
We don't know how it's gonna go later on, but hey, we're level 8 now. We can fight Strahd.
I mean, yes, of course.
But yeah, those fights with the succubi was not what I had imagined.
No, that was significantly easier than I could have ever thought.
Yeah, once you just avoid their charm, you're pretty much good. The only thing that Sazeth had for him was trying to flee, because he had a fly speed at 60 feet, so if he got out those doors, he would have been long gone.
Little shit.
That was all he had.
If he had left, I was totally going to Dimension Door onto his back and just stab him to death.
Instead, you used Dimension Door to teleport 30 feet that you could have just ran to instead.
Yes, sir.
You not only wasted your action to teleport into a distance that you could have walked, but then you just let him stand there.
It's what he would have done. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's just so funny.
He's over the top and doesn't make any sense. That's what you get.
I mean, yeah, he definitely was. Okay, so now that we leveled, everyone, this is an important notion. Because we're alone, we set our own homebrew ruling for how we roll for health. We both roll a d8 and we take the higher option.
Yes.
So let's get our d8s going. I got a 4, so.
I got a 1, so I guess we'll take the 4.
Okay, so we take the 4. It's not terrible, not good,
Not
but
great,
not terrible.
but not bad.
It's better than the 1. In the other campaign, I have a house rule where if you roll a 1, you just re-roll the 1. So the lowest you can possibly roll is a 2. Because, I mean, there's nothing worse than rolling a 1. Like, if you, as a character, like, say, look at Gopher. Say he rolled just 1s for his health. He would have less health than, like, you know, a wizard.
That would be horrendous.
Yeah, it would be very unfortunate. So I just like that homebrew ruling. But because we both roll, we just kind of threw out that rule. So.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the odds of that happening are pretty low. Oh, with this level, we get an ability score feat. I'm taking the feat. And if I remember, I was going to take the Keen Mind, was it?
I believe so.
Or was it something else? It might have been something else. Let's look at the feats again. It was something that was intelligent based. So it was either Keen Mind or something. Because there's not many things that increase your intelligence.
No.
And I remember that. Oh no, it was going to take Observant. Because then I get in my passive intelligence and and perception go up by 5. And can increase my intelligence by 1. And I can read lips. What was Keen Mind give me again? Oh yeah. I mean, it's always useful being able to perfectly have a month-wise of knowledge, but let's be honest. As DMs, we're not going to remember it.
No.
Right? Oh, no! Oh, or was I going to go with Linguist? And learn 3 more languages?
That seems excessive, sir.
Well, Anna loves knowledge. Observant's so useful, though. What are you going to go with? Are you putting it into Cleric, or are you putting it into Rogue?
Rogue, of course.
Level 2 Rogue. That gives you Cunning Action, yeah?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. Where's Xanathar's Guide? Because I could take the Prodigy feat. I mean, considering how we pretty much are every race. We threw out a lot of restrictions, everyone, so don't be pissed off. It's just, I mean, just so much more fun if you can just be more open about things. That's why he's still getting an ability score improvement at level 8, even though his character's only level 6 and 2.
Yes. Mainly because it's only us, so, like, whose
kinda
fun are
needed.
we spoiling here?
Yeah, we're not really spoiling a party. Where are the feats in Xanathar's Guide? I always lose that page.
Off the top of my head, I could not tell you.
Damn it. It's because towards the end of the book, it's all just random encounters. And magic items. God, shut up a bit, Sean Connery.
Why?
I don't know. I was just going, shut up a bitch, Sean Connery. 73. That's the page. Racial feats. Oh, but if I take the Prodigy, I don't get a skill improvement. Shite. I could get the Flames of Phlegolas.
Oh, yes, I want to be a polearm master. Of course.
Yeah, I think the only racial feat we could technically take would have been none of these because we're a changeling.
You don't say.
But, you know, we can technically be all the races. We just don't have any features that resemble that. But even then, I don't think any of these are actually genuinely useful in our current circumstance.
Probably not.
The only thing that's actually probably useful is Elven Accuracy. At least for my situation, because I can... Well, actually for both of ours, because you can increase either Dexterity, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma by 1. Whenever you have advantage on an attack roll using either of those modifiers, you can re-roll one of the dice. So, basically, you have a triple advantage.
Nice. Very good.
I mean, that's like the only genuinely useful. I mean, there's Fade Away, too. But...
I think I might take the Dual Wielder feat.
Dual Wielder? That's a pretty good one.
I'm feeling it.
It's a good one, especially for, like, if you're planning on dual wielding. Believe it or not.
I mean, we have, what, 3 daggers? 4 daggers now?
We have 4, 3 of which are +1 daggers, and the 4th one is this weird snake one.
We also have a normal dagger, I think.
Yeah, we have a normal one as well.
So, yes, we are loaded with knives.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a dual wielder feat to
No, I know.
be
but
efficient in it.
You get extra stuff.
I mean, yeah, you get the +1 to AC and everything.
But I only ever really use daggers. I don't think I've ever swung another weapon, so I mean, I'm kind of just wasting it for the 1 AC.
Yeah, kind of. Because the other thing is like, this is the same issue that Rex is in the other campaign. By the way, everyone, if you don't want to listen to statistics, then you can tune out now. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Otherwise, we're going to continue talking about levels and stuff like that. This is the same issue that, like, with Rex has in the other campaign, is he was debating on the dual wielder feat after he found out about it. But the thing is he doesn't have the strength to back it up. Like, you still have to use strength for those modifiers if you're using something that's not, like, a rapier.
Yeah. Dual wielding rapiers.
Yeah, that's just gross. So, I mean, that's, like, the only way that you'd be able to use your dex efficiently in that way. Because you have dex, not strength, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Anna's not going to attack with either of them. She's going to throw sacred flames at enemies. That's her method of attack here.
I could be an inspired leader and inspire no one.
I mean, you have the charisma. You can inspire yourself.
It's not worth it.
No, it's totally not. Yeah, because you can give yourself, what, 13 health?
Yes, sir.
Not even. What's your charisma modifier?
+3.
So 11.
Yes. It's exactly what I need.
Because I can't just heal myself.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I'm debating between linguist and observant. Because the thing is like, I'll raise my intelligence to make it a 16 to get me a +3 modifier instead of a +2, which gives me another spell to learn, increases my spell save DC, and everything like that. But at the same time, I can't, if I just rose it by 2, then I'm just going to be getting the +1 anyways, and not getting anything until my next level, my next ability score improvement. So I pretty much have to take something that increases my intelligence, although it's kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to, I'm going to raise, because we can't, this is also important to note, we can't raise our physical traits through our ability score improvements. Only through a feat are we able to raise it by 1, pretty much. So we're not gonna really be raising those. It's pretty much all gonna be mental stats.
We need to find a what is that tome called? I'm blanking on the name.
The one of constitutional rights or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, the one that raises it by 2.
Yep. Why
don't we just get like a belt of something that raises it to like 19?
Sir? No.
It's less rare than the book.
What if we go to a library that just has those books?
Look, my plan actually is to cast detect magic and go into the archive and see if there's anything interesting in there.
Oh yes, good idea.
See if there's like a spell book that I can jot down some rituals from.
We've only been in there maybe 24 times.
We've been in there for a week, and half of that week we were fucking unconscious. We have been in there only about 4 to 5 times.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I mean, if you count, like, the big trips, maybe. We've been in there a lot.
What other times have we been in there? The first time that we went in there, we organized everything, and then we left. We didn't even go back. That was the first night.
Sorry, I can't hear you over these words that I'm reading.
Such an asshole. Ugh. What if I did Sentinel?
Yes, that would be very good for you.
Yeah. No, after I was reading Sentinel more and more, I decided not to take that for my Protector class individual, because it is quite broken. I think in my normal circumstance, I wouldn't have it in the game.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. It seems so strong. I don't know. Well, not like it matters in this one.
Martial Adept. I do not remember what the fighting maneuvers are. I must check.
They're interesting. They're not necessarily useful. Not useful enough to acquire a whole feat for.
You never know.
I mean, that's fair. You build your character how you want to build them. Personally, I don't think it's useful at all.
You watch your mouth, sir.
Sir. Huh. Oh, damn it. I want to learn the Magic Initiate. I want to get more cantrips. Oh well.
You know,
Yeah, the
I
only
might
thing
just go
increasing-
for mobile. That is a solid choice.
Mobile's good. Yeah, that is pretty good. You just have 10%, 10 more feet. Don't invoke opportunity attacks against a creature you attack. And when you use the dash bonus action, difficulty terrain doesn't cost you extra movement.
Hell yeah.
That is pretty good. I think we don't use passive perception or investigation ever, so it's either reading lips or having 3 more languages.
Whoa.
And I can write ciphers. Creatures can't decipher the code unless I teach them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with linguist. I can learn 3 more languages, and that might be pretty useful in our circumstance.
Which ones are you going to take?
That's an excellent question that I don't know yet. I need to type it into OrcPub so that way I can actually have it do its thing. Linguist. PHB. I'm not going to put a description down. I already know what it does. Intelligence. Languages, you learn 3 languages of your choice. And... oh, weird. I don't get an option to put down a feature? Alright, well, fine then. Yeah, I guess I don't get an option to put down a feature. That's fine. Cipher. Indistinguishable when up against DC of intelligence. plus proficiency. So my spell save DC. I totally just destroyed that word indistinguishable. My God. It couldn't even recognize it. That's how bad.
Impressed.
Oof. Autocorrect doesn't know what you're typing. That's a bad sign. Linguist. Alright. Now the funny thing is, I have 2 ways of doing this. I can cast as a ritual illusory script. And then I'll write in the illusory script my cipher. You have to get past both.
Oh my.
And that lasts 10 days, so.
But why?
I don't know. Because why not? You want to read what I wrote? It's going to take you 2 different means of getting by.
The fucking Riddler over here, holy shit.
I know every language. I do know a lot. I know 4 or 5 languages. 4 including common, so 5 or 4 plus common. I know all of the basic ones. I'll learn Halfling as well. I could learn Draconic. That might be useful. And now, something strange. I know all of the 7 basic races. Could learn Goblin.
Hell yeah.
Be something. Could learn Orc. Primordial sounds actually pretty useful. Speak some interesting elementals. I mean, Sylvan, whatever.
Wow. Where's the love for the Sylvans?
Nowhere. See, the thing is that, but Anna's a changed person. She might not be so quick to try to find ways to manipulate others. I'm gonna take Abyssal.
Alright then.
I think that's gonna be useful. Alright. This is looking good. Now I also learn 2 new spells as well that I can add to my repertoire.
Still going straight cleric, I see.
Oh yeah, full 8th cleric. Anna needs to get to level 9. Level 9 cleric. So she can totally ruin Strahd's day. Okay, let's see here. What spells would she pick? Now this is always the most troubling part, right? It's like, what spells do I take?
It is the worst.
There's so many good ones. I'll take Revivify. She never fights. That's the problem. She never wants to fight. Dispel Magic would be pretty good. Probably take that. I need earlier spells. I keep using so many. Could go with Bane.
I mean, why not?
Well, the problem is it's concentration, so...
Alright, I forget
so
that you
many.
rely on so many fucking spells.
I rely on so many concentration spells. I am the concentration queen. So
I
things
never
that
forgot.
probably aren't concentration.
The one time you got into one fight and you burned through like 8 slots. And I was left there with my puny dagger.
Look, it worked though. Every single turn, the creature had disadvantage attacking me, had to make a saving throw to even try to attack me, and then I kept doing 2 different attacks against her. It was working well. Or sorry, they didn't have disadvantage. They just had to make a saving throw to try to attack me because I had Spirit Guardians, Spiritual Weapon, and then Sanctuary. And then every time when I would deal damage, I would have to reuse my Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. I never forgave and I never forgot.
Yeah, because at my turn, if I tried to attack, guess what? I would have to fucking recast it. So, I was burning through spell slots every turn, because it kept us alive. Because we were fighting a vampire spawn, alright? So deal with it. You were fine. You had inflict wounds.
It's a very good spell.
It's a very good spell. It's a very dark and evil spell, though, for a cleric.
I mean, we aren't exactly stand-up cleric anymore, are we?
No, but we're not evil either.
Are you sure?
Not I mean, I don't know, man. Anna's changing rapidly.
He just
She
killed
really-
some innocent chick.
With good intentions. It's like she didn't at all mean. She was trying to literally waste her 4th level spells to save these 2 twins, knowing full well that we were going into a very dangerous fight. Well, thinking we were, and then we ended up fighting Succubi, which died in like 2 hits. But, you know, it was dangerous.
Fair.
I still need to pick another spell. I honestly don't know. I could go back to my blindness effect. It's funny. Because what do I have for first level spells? I've got plenty. I don't really need any of the other ones. Got Inflict Wounds, Identify, Guiding Bolt, Cure Wounds, Command. Really don't need Command, but it's there. I'll take Hold Person. Hold Person's pretty good.
Yes.
Good now. I got my spells. 'Cause, I mean, I only have... Oh no, I have 2 4th level spell slots now. Ooh. Is there any good Xanathar's Guide 4th level spells? I think we looked before, and clerics really don't have anything going well for them.
I do not recall.
Clerics. Oh, yeah, we have, in this entire book, 7 spells.
Oh boy.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Huh. So that's useless in that regard. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, Control Water, meh. Death Ward is something. It's pretty useful.
Hell yeah.
It's for freedom of movement. That's pretty good too. I'll change them around later. Oh no, I can actually change them now, huh? I'll take off Command. I don't use it. Oh no, I can't. That's right. It's from my domain. Anything else you get for level 2 of Rogue?
Cunning action, and that's it.
Hmm.
It's fine. I have plans brewing.
It's fair. I mean, the further in you go, the more powerful you'll become.
Oh, yes.
But anyways, I think this is a very good place. Oh, before we do end, excellent job coercing with each other on how we established that. It went very well. It was surprising how we kind of had the information gatherer for Ilanara be the twin without at all talking about it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was pretty well planned, I must say. Wink, wink. But no, none of that's fucking planned. None of this was. All of this was completely improvised. I had no intention of even changing up the people until it was my turn again. I had full intentions of us going into fighting a horned devil.
soon.
Yeah, we're still gonna have to. But we can fly now.
Yeah. I mean, so can they, though. So, I mean...
Yeah, but we can do air combat.
uh,
It'll help you more than it would help me, because I'm just gonna sit on the ground and just cast spells. As per usual. Anna gets these awesome metallic wings. I'm gonna sit on the ground.
someday.
I'm gonna
Someday
cast
we'll
some
fight
guiding
a
bolts.
wizard that just has counterspell on demand.
Yeah, but then we don't need the wings.
What if they can
They're not
fly?
gonna be-
What if they cast fly on themselves and then just constantly counterspell?
I have to spell magic.
This is gonna be a shit show. What if they counterspell your dispel magic?
What if I cast it at a higher level? At 4th level. They would have to roll to beat it.
Sir.
Look, if they cast fly, big fucking whoop. I'll just throw spells at him until he wastes his spells. Not a big deal.
No, not yet.
I can cast plenty of spells. And then Jester will throw daggers.
His singular dagger.
Anyways, continuing on with what I was saying, I think that'll be it for this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in to our pretty eventful session, I gotta say. It is 6:20 in the morning, though, so I'm probably gonna head to bed after this.
It is very late, yes.
But this is tons of fun. Glad we could play again. And sorry that there was no episode last week. Guess what? When one of us is busy, pretty much impossible to hold a session.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, 2 people playing a 2-people session, and one of them's missing. Man, it's like, just still play.
I know, hey? Just play by yourself. Like, come on.
Thank you, everyone, once again for listening. We will see you guys again next time on Double Time.